James Nylander here in Tacoma, Washington, club in hand. I wanted to talk briefly about snakes and just something to play with for practicing snakes because they seem to be all the rage right now. Snakes and wrist circles. Notice how I'm holding the club and that the club stays pointed at the ground. And I bring it up. Now I'm going to bring it back down. And I'm going to back up so you can continue to see it. Now I'm going to bring it across. And I'm going to keep the club pointed down. And I'm going to open my shoulder, externally rotate. And then I'm going to lift the club up. And I'm going to extend my arm, keep the club pointed at the floor. So I'm just making a small elbow circle followed by a shoulder circle, right? And you can speed it up if you like. But what you're learning to do is relax your grip enough to let the finger, so you can see it as I get closer. Okay, watch my finger, watch my index finger on the club. As it travels through, I change my hand position. So I go from ball and socket to snake, and then back to ball and socket, and back to snake. That's the essential mechanic. And I found this drill useful to start getting the idea of allowing the grip to be a little bit more dynamic and adaptive as you go through different patterns. It also helps strengthen the fingers and the small muscles in your hand that are the supportive and connective bits. Not the big bits, but the little ones, the ones you can't see, right? Old thing about if you want to get really, really strong, start by training all the muscles you can't see in the mirror. I always thought that was really kind of an easy way to go about it, and it would definitely generate some good strength. I can't remember who that came from, but it was a good quote. I wish I could remember it. It might have been Marty Gallagher, maybe something like that. I don't know. But, all right, so I'm just rambling here. But back to this idea. So I'm making a circle, right? Maybe I make just an elbow circle. And I let the club stay pointed at the ground. And I want to be able to go in both directions with it. So what does my shoulder have to do? That's what I'm educating myself about. What does my shoulder have to do? What does my elbow have to do? What do my fingers have to do as they come through these positions? Later, when I go back to making full snakes, it's going to be a lot easier to translate between one position and another and to change directions with my snakes so that as I come out of one thing, I can go right into another. And I might be able to make my clubs, when I'm practicing, look a little more aesthetically pleasing. Maybe they just look a little more fancy and fun, and they're a little more entertaining for myself and for the people watching. Not that I stand around and make people watch me work out, but you're watching me, and I hope this is entertaining. All right, thanks for watching. Hopefully this is useful. Remember, you're going from snake to ball and socket and letting it travel through the circle, educating your shoulder, elbow, wrist, and fingers about what to do as it goes through those patterns. Cheers and have an awesome day.